We haven't actually talked about all the news about sexual harassment of all the men who were abusing their power that has been brought down, thankfully, in really like kind of this nonstop fashion the last few months or so. Mostly because I think we are both of the view that men should stay quiet and listen, as women finally now have the receptive ears of the press and the public to voice complaints from not just their personal experience with various forms of sexual harassment abuses from many, many, many years. This just didn't happen overnight, but also exposing all the structural and the cultural elements in our society and our workplaces that is hiding and perpetuating these abuses. So, as a general matter, I think it's very important now that for men who perpetrated, who were complicit in these crimes or these abuses to be punished. And it's important for men like you and me, Tony, and others who respect women, who would never ever engage in these kind of abusive behaviors, to listen and to learn and be allies however we can to bring about the kind of change in leveling the playing field in our industries and our different workplaces to make sure that women are not being abused or looked over or talked over or get mansplained over in various situations, so that we do have overall a truly equal society. But this week we're bringing in this topic because on this podcast we talk a lot about politics, a lot about elections, because that was kind of our former bread and butter, Tony and me. And one troubling trend that I'm seeing in our political conversation surrounding sexual harassment, which is very obvious now that we can juxtapose between Al Franken's resignation last week or earlier this week, and now Trump and the RNC's super enthusiastic endorsement of pedophile Roy Moore, is that, we've all known now that there's this problem in our country where people believe in two different sets of facts, right? That's like kind of the main core of our political dysfunction in a lot of ways. People who don't believe in facts at all, or who believe things that aren't facts at all, are thinking they're facts. And that's why we talk over each other and we can never really come together on anything. But I think with the Franken thing and the Roy Moore's support now from the president of the United States,
and the RNC.
And the RNC, there seems to be now this two set of morality even between these two Americas in our country that I'm super troubled by, where partisanship and your political affiliation or allegiance or your commitment to your political views and deep cultural issues like abortion and guns and who's going to support the Second Amendment, even immigration, all these considerations now are exceeding just pure basic judgment when it comes to a person's character and lack of moral judgment when it comes to choosing a candidate. Like somehow moral character is becoming irrelevant in choosing your political representative.